here we go. 1981, Portland, America. A small arcade where teenagers and families can spend their quarters and f*** up the Space Invaders machine because they're putting too many damn coins in it. But something happened to that arcade, something strange. The cabinet appeared in the arcade with the title Polybious, named after the Greek historian. That's where our journey begins. Welcome to an Nintari Nerd special. Arcades have been around for decades, from machines where pennies were just needed to machines now that you can sit in and waste all your money just to crash because the controls on it don't work. But one machine stood out the most to me and many others. It was called Polybious. This cabinet was said to be found in only one place, Portland, America. Polybious seemed to be just another arcade machine, but it wasn't. It had powers, apparently. And at this time, the only proof that we have is the title screen that simply says the name of the game and the company who made it with the copyright date, and we'll get to that a little later. Many people have tried to recreate and reenact their own version of the game based on their understanding, since the only one that we've seen apparently is, again, since from 1981. In fact, you may remember the video that I made about it a few years back. When I played the ROM of it, you know, that one, in the dark, it failed. But looking back at it now, I asked a good question and raised a good point. What really is Polybious? I ask. Since then, I've had a better understanding of it, and I'm going to share my investigation with you today, because I have nothing else to do. After surveying and investigating multiple images of the cabinet that I've found on the internet, I've come to the conclusion that there is no certain appearance. Each person's idea is different, but to me the closest one at least is this one right here, which is dull, boring, and really looks like an arcade from the early 80s. A bit like my one. But each cabinet has one thing in common. You remember the Simpsons episode where Bart's in an arcade and you see Polybious right next to him. It says property of US government on it. Everyone that I've seen circulates around that one. And to tell you the truth, that just raises more questions than it answers. There is a story given to us of how a man dressed in black would come to the arcade and collect data from the machine. It wouldn't take any money, just proof that people were using it. And I'll do that each week until the machine disappeared after a month of its arrival. Then it reappeared in another arcade on the other side of town for the same time period, then disappeared again. And then it apparently reappeared in the 90s and disappeared again. I mean, for fuck's sake, just make up your frickin' mind. The gameplay of Polybious is just freaking weird, or at least the, recreation of the gameplay. It was said to be a mix between Tempest and Asteroids, and for the time that it was in the arcade, kids would get so addicted to it that they would line up outside of the building and even fight for their turn on it. It was reported to have giant melting faces flying towards the player on the screen and split-second messages like, "Are you scared? Do you want to play?" Well, guess what? I don't want to fucking play. Each level will get harder and harder and make me freaking angry and angrier when I play the damn thing. Every stage past the first will have flashing lights and didn't stop and cause the player to have seizures, apparently. This is all apparently. In fact, the most famous part of Polybious itself is just the players have reported to the arcade owner that they had insomnia, amnesia, headaches and eye strains. And even suicidal thoughts. Oh my god! Apparently there were cases of several people actually killing themselves. I don't believe that though, after becoming obsessed. What could be in such a game to just cause someone to do that? As a gamer, I am curious. Plus I have to find something to make the video go longer. I found out that the company who made it, sorry if I say it wrong, it is in German, Sinnesstocken, that roughly translated in English to sense delete. Could this be the reason why people are having all these bad seizures and terrible nightmares? I don't know, that's why I'm asking you. Could there be nightmares and seizures so bad it will lead people to kill themselves? That is another question left for the ages. It was said by some people that the government was creating a game that would hypnotise kids. But to do what? Why would the government do this? Why would you do this, Donald Trump? Oh my god! Some say it's to get recruits for the army. Some people say it's to test out a new drug. But whatever it was, it mustn't have worked because the thing disappeared after what, like 2 weeks? Polybious is mostly an internet conspiracy, but I wanted to find out how many people actually knew about it, so I took to the streets to see how many people actually knew about this so-called creepypasta. Hello, Davey.
Hello. Yeah.
How are you?
You good?
Yeah, that's good. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions now.
Okay.
For the new nerd video, okay?
Ooh. Yes, I do.
Do you do?
Yeah, I do.
That's good. That's a good question right there.
Yeah. Oh, hell yes.
You do?
I'm a big conspiracy believer, so yes, I do believe that Polybious is real. I think I got destroyed, to be honest. I think that it's no longer existing.
No?
I reckon that they've either destroyed it.
Yeah.
Or it will actually probably turn up.
It might turn up?
It might.
Yeah?
There's
Yeah,
a slight little percentage of it actually turning up.
Okay.
I think, but I think that it got destroyed.
Yeah? Alright.
Oh god.
Knowing that all this stuff could happen.
I would have to say a very strong F no.
Oh, okay. Alright.
No, I would not.
Okay, that's good. That's good, then.
It's like coming across aliens and saying, would you say hello?
Yeah?
No, you wouldn't.
Okay.
No, I'd probably like shoot in the face. Yeah.
And do you like Maximum Overdrive? I think he's gone.
That was a shit question, Ty.
But there is one person who has an opinion on everything I relate to. A man known for hating most of the things that I actually care for, like the Power Glove, Maximum Overdrive, and the car park episode of Seinfeld.
No.
Alright.
I do not believe it.
And why not?
I don't believe in it because there is no evidence that anyone has been able to produce realistically to demonstrate that that was a thing. I found out about Polybious, I would say firstly through the internet, through reading various memes and shared stories.
Oh, okay.
But more recently I've been hearing a lot about Polybious through you,
Oh, yeah.
the Nintari.
Of course. And what was your favourite arcade back in the day?
Back in the day, my favourite arcade game was Galaga.
Oh, yeah, understandable.
Sure.
Yeah.
I've seen footage of the game, the supposed Polybious game, yes.
Yep.
Do I think it resembles Asteroids? I think it resembles most of those simple, old-style arcade games. I don't see any evidence of mind control or advanced technology there, no.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I do think it's possible with current technology, absolutely.
Oh,
with the technology of the day, no, I don't think so.
And why don't you like Maximum Overdrive?
Maximum Overdrive is crap.
Okay. And I'd like to thank Wilson for letting us interview him about his insight of Polybious. Shame he doesn't believe, but you can't always trust what a teacher says. And that concludes our little investigation thing and insight on Polybious. But only one question remains. Is Polybious actually real? We may never know, but at least it has become famous in pop culture, making cameos in Simpsons, like I've already said, Batman comic, and even Wreck-It Ralph. And it even has its own little book centered around it. And the thing that creeps me out the most is the show Blister on G4 TV. It was from the early 2000s where they review games and play games. And for the season final, the host of the show actually went out and found out the truth about Polybious in this 3-part special. Even though it was completed, it was never aired. Even though the 2 parts of it were, the last one never did, and that revealed the truth about Polybious, whether it was real or not. That makes me think, who stopped them from airing it? Why did they want to stop them from airing it? Why did it get cancelled, even though it was completed? That's why I tend to find out. And remember,
the truth is out there. No!
I think that's me there, that little, I don't know what that is. Little ship thing. Okay, now the instructions say to shoot the see-through shapes. Oh, that's not very helpful. Okay. Alright.
Oh well, here you go. You got space is the shooting button. Oh god, what was that?